What's going on, guys? It's Cliffy here today, making our New Zealand domestic or Southern Hemisphere return, and today playing against the Knights, and we're chasing just under 250. So it's going to be a very good chase if we can manage to go and get there. And we're playing at the beautiful, I think it's North Oval or West Oval, one of the two, but the one that's got the picturesque background that I just love playing at. So what a scene to make a return to, and yeah, so as I said, back in the Southern Hemisphere, we played not too long ago, obviously for Hampshire in the, well, I guess the county cricket up there, and things went pretty good. You know, I'm pretty happy with the way things went. Jesus, that almost went for 4? What was the fielder doing? So yeah, finished up there. Last episode, I think we were actually playing in the quarterfinal of the T20 Blast, which we actually ended up losing, and so that basically just, it didn't derail our season, but that was like the main part of what was happening. So we're just going to take a single there and give George Work an early strike, which is a wee bit unusual, but maybe it's something we've worked on in the off-season, rotating the strike. We just want to have a look at that amazing backdrop. Look at that. Imagine playing there. Imagine having that as your home ground. That would just be, that'd be incredible. Oh, I probably could have taken a run there, but we're not going to. But yeah, so we lost out there. We didn't make many runs in the quarterfinal. A lot of people said in the comments, they're like, oh, Cliffy, you go and make 100 in the next game, don't worry. The next game was actually a first-class game, and I made hundreds in both innings. So a pretty good comeback after a disappointing quarterfinal for us. And Worker might pick up his first boundary and the first boundary of the game, so he's going to put that away. And 9 off the first 5 balls for the Wizards, so they're carrying on where they left off last time around. So now that we're back here, back in the Southern Hemisphere, basically our goals, I guess, perform well probably more or less in the one-day competition, because that's where we missed out in England. We didn't actually secure a one-day contract, just a 4-day contract. And I think if we can go and do that well, then I think we're going to put ourselves in a good position for higher honours, possibly for that international side, and possibly also for an Indian Premier League contract as well, because that is really what we want to try and get to. Again, just missing out on the 4, but rotating, well, not rotating the strike, but picking up the 1s and the 2s very early on in the innings. Hopefully that's something that Cliffy has gone, and I guess learned from his time in the Northern Hemisphere. He probably hasn't learned how to play on the offside, but at least it's through covers. But that's really what we're trying to, I guess, cut down on. I'm really trying to work on playing all around the wicket, and I mean just like that. And the timing is going to come, and there the timing has been beautifully applied, and that has picked up our first boundary of the game. So apart from that, nothing really has happened. We've started off, this is the 3rd career, so our player's now 18, so he's getting on, well, I wouldn't say getting on in age, but he is definitely maturing, not a young 16-year-old anymore, had a couple of seasons playing this domestic stuff, so really want to go and try and make the step up, play a bit of international cricket, because that is the ultimate goal, and hopefully that isn't too far away. As again, nudging that one down, we see a wee bit of a different Cliffy. Rotating the strike, giving Worker the last ball of the over, seeing what he can do. We had picked up 10 already off the first 4 balls, so no point going and taking a risk, doing something stupid, especially when we're chasing a total that we are already off to a very good start on. So that's just what we've got to keep doing. Again, probably contradicting myself a little bit there. Could have gone and taken a single, but we don't want George Worker on strike. We want to be on strike for the majority of the time. If he doesn't put that away for a boundary, we're not running. So another good over, I think 10 possibly coming off it, maybe 11, and Tim Southey back in. So we just got to do what we did, and that is really work it away through mid-wicket. That has become, I'd probably say, a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Probably a very productive shot when it comes to me. It is nice that you can go and play that, play the little flick off the legs. What I really want to probably work on next is probably just the cut shot and getting that like down packed, because I think if we have that, really all our options are secure. As we know, very strong through the covers, very strong down the ground, really starting to work on using, I guess, using the wrists and flicking it away to the leg side like we've done there again. So I think if we can work on that cut shot, you know, through point or just backward of point, we're going to be in a very good position going forward. I mean, 24 off 11 already. We haven't really taken any risks whatsoever. Come back for 2. Come back for 2. Not timed perfectly, but still going to grab a couple. And just like that. And now it is nice because this is going on. There is a wee bit of international cricket going on as well. I'm going to start off first. The Australian Bangladesh tour, I think that's been postponed for about a week. I'm not quite sure. I'm not too sure what's going on there. Something to do with security and stuff. So that's been postponed. South Africa, India played first T20, was it Saturday? I think, maybe. And I think the second one is on Tuesday morning, or it might be tomorrow morning. I'm not sure. One of the two. But South Africa, what a game. Winning by, I think they won by about 6 or 7 wickets in the end, but took it down to the second last ball. And JP Duminy, 68, I think, off about 32, really went and took them home. And so now we can see a change in the field. Because all those shots have been played through that mid-wicket area and flicked away, we now have the cover field has been removed. And we can also go down the ground as well, if we wanted to. Great bit of fielding there, whoever that was. But this is where it's good, you know. We've manipulated the field. We've been strong through the league side. Now we can go and probably play to, I guess, what we would call probably more of our strength than playing through that league side. And that is playing through the cover. That is an area that we will score a lot of runs. And that has just trickled over the boundary for 4 to move us into the 30s. And we're making a very good, we're giving a very good stab at this total. Remember, we're chasing about 250. Look at that for timing. Stand to deliver off the front foot. It was just on a good length. And he just waited and just pushed it away. Just like that. Beautiful from Cliffy. Got a deep, fine leg. I was going to say, I might try and work this away. Oh, you're kidding. The one shot that I play away to the leg side and it's fielded. It's absolutely brilliant fielding. Don't get me wrong. But come on. Could you not have just let it through? Just like that. Is there any point running? It is just going to the boundary. Fast outfields here. Cliffy's got his timing up. He's now 39 off just 18 deliveries. And that is without taking a risk. That is without taking an aerial shot, without doing anything stupid. That one will probably have to be re-bowled. It is going to be re-bowled. And this partnership, this has been a great partnership to start off with. 48 off 3.5 overs. Trent Bolt's gone for 13 so far. Oh, damn it. We get those balls that we're just trying to work through mid-wicket. We're just playing them to square leg. But again, still not a bad over. 13 off it. George Worker gets strike first ball. So hopefully he can do something. And I must say, BJ Watling, he's standing very close with Tim Southee. Tim Southee, this guy is our premier fast bowler. And BJ Watling is almost keeping up to the stumps to him. Not quite sure about that strategy, but that's all right. Yeah, so I talked about, obviously, then to South Africa. There is also Pakistan, Zimbabwe. That series is going on as well. It's at 1-1 at the moment. There's a wee bit of controversy, I guess, in the second one-dayer. Like, Pakistan were absolutely smashing it, and I think it was called short with about 10 overs to spare. And with 2 overs left to spare. And I think had they continued to bat, Shoaib Malik, he was on about 96 not out, and they didn't need too many more. Zimbabwe only won by 5 runs on the Duckworth-Lewis. So it was a game that was very much in the balance. And I think had light been better, I think Pakistan probably would have gone on to win that game. Because the way Shoaib Malik was batting, he was absolutely smashing it. But I guess that's another story, and that's really all that has been happening at the moment. Oh, damn it. It is good, though, getting into summer, and saying that, the boys actually, like most of my mates, I don't play outdoor anymore. Well, I haven't played it this season, just due to work reasons and stuff like that. But they started their season on Saturday, and I guess just them talking about it, and seeing it, and talking to them about it, it kind of makes me miss wanting to play, but then it is a tricky situation, because if I play, when it comes to work and stuff, it kind of messes things up a little bit. So I did used to play like a wee bit of T20, just social T20 on a Sunday, so I might possibly look at seeing if that is going to get going again. But yeah, it's good that they've gone and started off, and I think with the hours that I work, you know, like I'm finished most of the time, you know, before they finish. So if they are playing close, probably go and shoot down and just see them and just, you know, have a look, because you know, outdoor cricket is fun to play, especially when you have a solid team. And I think that was like the problem when I was playing, is that I was organising the team, and we didn't really have like a settled 11, shall we say. Like, we didn't have 11 full-time players, and it just made it difficult on everyone. And I mean, we turned up with some games with 8, and heads just go down, heads drop. Oh, we probably could have taken a run there. We probably could have taken one. But we started off well. I've actually only just realised I've moved on to 49 just like that. So, wow, we are doing quite good. And that's what we need. Because one day, well, like one day, as we saw the stat at the start, it's probably the weaker form that I play in. Like, I think that my average is still good. Like, my average is still about 44. So, it's definitely not bad in that regard. But, I mean, you look at my, my first class average, and I think that is about, it's just under 60. And even my T20 average is about 49, which for T20s is pretty incredible. So, one day is not awful. I mean, like 44, that's a very good effort. But not enough for the selectors, the New Zealand selectors, and I guess the Indian Premier League selectors and contractors, whatever you want to call them, to get me a game. And that's what they need to do. I need to get in. Mitch McClenaghan coming into the attack now. So this is the first bowling change. Comes after just 6 overs in, and just 3 overs for Southey before being replaced. And that is going to be nudged away. Might not have enough to go for 4. No, we're just going to wander on through for 2. And with that happening, that is actually going to bring up the 50 for Cliffy, just like that. So we've made a very good start into this total. Remember, chasing 250 today, already 61 for none off just 6 overs. So we are going to continue going and hopefully just keep building things up. That has not been timed at all, and it's just raced off the bat. Cliffy, he is using, I don't know what bat he's using, but it is an incredible bat. Like, I would love to bat with this bat. Just batting with relative ease. That one there, see, that's where I think, that's the area that I need to work on. Like a ball like that, I'm just so used to playing either through the covers or now I guess through mid-wicket, that when that happens, I'm just not really prepared to go and try and just run it fine, you know, maybe to a short third man, or just run it through those fielders, pick up a boundary or a couple of runs. Like, I'm just not quite used to it. And that's something that I think will come with time. And as I said, if we can get that cut shot or even like that glide or that dab sorted, I think we're going to be sorted, because we're a player that, in that case, will be able to play all around the wicket. Very strong, as I said earlier in the episode, down the ground and through cover. So, God, we're still batting. This is unusual for me to be batting this long. Like 6.5 overs. We've had majority of the strike. George Worker's doing his part. He's 9 off 12. He hasn't really faced too many deliveries, but still going and getting it done. And as you can see, we haven't actually played down the ground today too much. It really has just been through that mid-wicket area, because that has been, it's been the area that we've just been able to target very easily. And there we go. There's the first shot in the air. And I think it possibly, no, it has gone for 4. Must have been 1 bounce 4. It did look very, very close. But we've got that short leg up inside the circle. So if we can go and work it away, it is just going to fly. That's not really where I wanted that to go, but what is the fielder doing? I said in one of my episodes, I can't remember what one it was, I said fielders are stupid, and there's another example of it, and someone agreed with me. They're like, yeah, fielders are stupid. Oh, is that going to have enough? No, it's not. Oh, so we've gone and picked out the fielder. Didn't go straight enough. Really was trying to go just straight down to that side screen. And so we go for 64 off 33. So a very solid start from Cliffy. Another 50 to the stat sheet. And we have got ourselves off. We've got the team off to a very good start. Remember, the run rate now is only at about 4. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens if someone can go and stand up and pick up the win. It's not looking promising. I think we actually lost chasing 250, especially with that start that I've got. So Corey Anderson, man of the match for his 83. We had 64 off 33, a very good start. Anderson actually took 4 for 29 as well, so he had an absolutely incredible game. But no one else for us, when it came to batting, really came to the party. Everyone got starts, but didn't really go and kick on, and that was the big issue of the day. But anyway, guys, do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to leave a like. If you are new, please do subscribe. Make sure you check out my Facebook and Twitter links. That can be found down below in the description. Hope you've had a good weekend. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. We've got more Rugby League Live. Be a Pro career mode. Going to be talking about the grand final in there, talking about what's happening in there. Make sure you do not miss that.